That's good. Well, let's begin with our class. Let me share my screen in a few seconds and we can start. Can you see my screen? Sure?
Yes, Carlos.
That's great. I have a question. Do you know this girl? Do you know who she is? Maybe any idea?
She's maybe a YouTuber like this, that she has an English program, English course in YouTube.
Yeah, yes, she is also an English teacher, okay? And she teaches English online and she has different courses. Today, I would like to mention something. Well, remember that all the information that you find on the internet is not always accurate sometimes. All the information that you can find on the internet, you need to be very sure that in the information that you are reading, it's accurate. Okay? So now let's check some mistakes that maybe a person like me or like you make in English. Focus on this part. Today, we're going to talk about why it's not correct to say this. Let's begin, okay? First, let me show you this. 3, 2, 1, go.
And you can also use it when you talk to someone over the phone. Long time, no speak.
Long time, no speak. Listen again.
And you can also use it when you talk to someone over the phone. Long time, no speak.
Have you heard this expression before? A long time, no speak? What do you think? Have you heard that expression before? No, right?
No, right? No.
This expression doesn't exist in English, Mary. This expression doesn't exist.
And you can
remember, it's not correct to say long time, no speak. It's not correct. So it means that she is right or she is wrong? She's wrong, of course. Remember, but it is correct to say long time, no see. This is a very common expression. In English, we never say long time no speak. That expression is incorrect. So remember, if you find a video or if you find information on the internet, it doesn't mean that that information is accurate. It doesn't mean that that information is 100% correct. So be careful with the information that you find online. Let's see some examples.
Long time no see. Long time no see.
Long time no see.
Long time no see.
Long time no see, brother. Long time no see, brother.
Remember.
Long time no see.
The second one.
Long time no see indeed.
So the expression is long time no see. The expression is not long time no speak. That expression is just an expression that she came up.
Long time.
Look at this.
Long time no see.
Long time no see.
Time no see.
No see. And the last one?
Long time no see.
Long time no see. So if you haven't seen someone for a long time, you can say, I haven't seen you in a long time, or long time no see. This expression is pretty common in English. Okay? Got one? Perfect. Next. But people usually say, na is the same. It sounds strange if you think about the grammar, but it's an expression, so it's correct and it's very common. You get it? Puede parecer rara, long time, no see, but it's expression, so you just need to remember it. My question is, why do you say estoy aguja? ¿Por qué se dice estoy aguja cuando you are short of money? You don't know, it's just expression. So just learn it, okay? We do not say this. Listen.
Happy 16 years old. Happy 18 years old. Happy 16 years old. Happy 18 years old.
Where is the mistake? Where is the mistake? Do you know?
Maybe happy 18 years old.
Happy 18th. 18.
Happy
18.
Yeah, you cannot say happy 16 years old. It's not correct because you say happy 16th years old, but never happy 16 years old. No, or just happy birthday. Look at this.
Happy 18th birthday, son!
Happy 18th birthday, son.
Happy 18th birthday, son! Happy.
So what do you say? I know it seems basic and boring, but it's what we have. Happy birthday. It's just an expression. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. You don't say feliz 25 años. No, just happy birthday or happy 25th years old. Okay?
Happy.
Another one.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday.
What's this?
Happy birthday. Happy birthday. That's all.
What's that?
There's nothing wrong having an accent, but if you mispronounce word, it's a problem. Focus on this part. Look at this. There's nothing wrong having an accent, but if you mispronounce words, it's a problem. Focus on this. Watch this video.
We're in the kitchen today, and we're gonna go through different objects like space rack.
Again.
We're in the kitchen today, and we're gonna go through different objects like space rack.
Where's the mistake?
We're in the kitchen today, and we're gonna go through different objects like space rack.
The last word.
The last word is space.
We're in the
Space rack? When I say space rack, what pops into your head? What pops into your head? A space rack. Maybe the space, right? You know? So now imagine that you're talking to an American. I went to the store yesterday and I got a space rack. A space rack? American or someone thinks, a space, a rack. This is look at this, a space and rack. This is a rack. And this is the space, a space and rack. So he or she will have no idea what you're talking about. So there is a problem. Remember that we say spice, spice, spice. So this is the spice rack. It's not a space rack. You see? Because when you say space, I think the space, but if you say spice, I think spice. Accountable now. Remember that you can say spices. Did you understand? Yeah? Great.
Yes.
Good. Now, focus on this part.
The next word that we love to use is word many. I have many problems, I have many shoes, I have many friends. We say it all the time. Great alternatives are handful. I have handful of friends.
Another mistake again.
The next word that we love to use is word many. I have many problems, I have many shoes, I have many friends. We say it all the time. Great alternatives are handful. I have handful of friends.
The problem here is not with many. The problem here is with the word handful. Because what is she saying? Did you understand what she was saying? She said that many and handful are similar, are the same, or are different. What do you think?
They are the same one. Maybe.
They are the same.
Yes.
She said that they are the same. But now, let's read. And a handful, first, a handful is a noun that you can count. And that's what we say. A handful means a small amount, not many, Mary, not many. I have a handful of friends means I have a few friends. ¿Es lo mismo handful que many?
No,
porque
they are
many-
different.
They're totally different. They are totally different. A few, handful, a few. Did you understand?
Yes,
So for
Carlos.
example, please read the last example.
I have a few friends. This is okay. I invited a lot of people to the party, but only a handful of them showed up.
Yes, only a handful of them showed up. So I invited a lot of people to the party, but only a few friends, just a few, 1, 2, 3, 4, not many showed up. It's totally different. So what she was saying is not okay. Let's listen to some examples.
And after all the outrage, when I'm ready, I'll go out on the water with a handful of pills and a pocket full of stones.
With a handful of pills, con pocas pastillas, with a handful of pills.
And after
In all those years, we've only seen a handful of deserving gentlemen
A handful
inducted as lifetime members.
In
In all those
You can, and when it comes to that, it's only about... It's just a handful of people in the world who can tell the difference between you and
A
me.
handful of people in the world. Muy pocas personas can tell the difference between you and me. A handful of people in the world. Entonces, handful, a few, not many. Okay, so be careful when you look for information on the internet because you can get like confused. You see?
In all those
Now, a handful is also a child or a pet that is difficult to control. What is that? For example, the puppy barks all day long. The puppy is a handful. The baby cries a lot, so the baby is a handful. Let's watch the video. Let's listen.
It's tiring and he's a handful, but he's also super cute and really fun.
And he is a handful. Listen.
It's tiring and he's a handful, but he's also super cute and really fun.
He is also super cute. She is talking about a person, or is she talking about the dog, the little puppy, right? Now, look at the second example.
She's a bit of a handful today. She's been crying a lot on the boat.
What did she say? She is?
She's a bit of a handful today.
She is a, do you know? She's a bit of a, she's a bit of a handful. She's a bit of a handful. She is a bit of a handful. She's a bit of a handful. T-flap. Let's listen again.
She's a bit of a handful.
She's a bit of a handful. She's a bit of a handful. Ah, you got it. A bit of. One more time.
She's a bit of a handful today. She's been crying a lot on the boat.
Okay, guys, so remember that when a baby and when a little puppy or when your pet is a handful, it means that your dog is barking all day, that your baby is crying, that your kid maybe want to play, but you are busy because you are working, maybe you are cooking, and you're like, Mom, I want to go to the park. Your baby is a handful, okay? Did you understand? This new expression is an advanced word. Now, let's continue. If something fits in your hand, you can say a handful of coins, a handful of rocks, a handful of rice. Did you understand? Un puñado, a handful of rice. So how much do you need? I need a handful of rice. It's not too much. You see? A handful of. Okay, so we're going to stop here. Before we continue with the second part of this class, do you have any questions? ¿Tienen alguna duda? Questions about something? No? So guys, remember, when you find information on the internet, so like read more, I don't know, like ask your teachers, use a dictionary, okay? Like this, in this case, many similar to handful. No, this is not true. This is incorrect. Okay, so we're going to stop here and I have another presentation for today. Wait a minute. Icebreaker. Where's my icebreaker here? Dun, dun, dun. Yes, I found it. Well, yesterday we were talking about advanced phrases that you might use in your speaking conversation. Mary, were you in our yesterday class? Mary, were you in our yesterday class? ¿Estuviste el día de ayer en clase, Mary?
No, teacher.
Okay, don't worry. Mary, were you in a... No, right? You didn't.
No, I couldn't yesterday.
You couldn't?
No.
Okay, well, yesterday we practiced expressions, we practiced advanced words that you can use in your speaking conversation, and I shared a link. El día de ayer estuvimos practicando speaking. Les compartí un enlace que voy a volver a compartir, donde vamos a encontrar nuestra primera simulación, ¿ok? And 1 second. Les voy a evaluar a ustedes hoy para que también pueda ver cómo están, ¿ok? Just give me a second. This is oral exam. The link, it's in your chat box. El enlace está en su chat box. Okay, maybe if you are preparing for a Cambridge exam, maybe not. I'm not pretty sure. You can find this link very useful. Can you see my screen? ¿Se ve mi pantalla? Or not?
Yes, teacher.
Let me close these windows. Okay. En la parte inferior van a encontrar un enlace donde le hacen clic y van a poder descargar los 4 PDFs que preparé para ustedes. The writing phrases, speaking phrases part 1, part 2, part 3. Por ejemplo, vamos a descargar la primera, le damos clic y nos va a llevar automáticamente al grupo que tenemos donde estamos los 265 estudiantes. Descargan el primer PDF y van a encontrar expresiones. Nos vamos aquí a el speaking phrases, ya lo descargué. Abro mi pantalla. Y como pueden ver, tenemos I'm into, I'm keen, I a bit, y están todas las expresiones. Si no conocen alguna, me pueden preguntar a través del chat o pueden usar el diccionario. ¿Ok? You get it? ¿Todos estamos allí? ¿Descargaron sus expresiones?
Sorry, Carlos, I have to log in this part. Oh,
Yes.
no, it's not necessary.
Si tienes alguna cuenta de Facebook, loguéate con
yeah.
tu cuenta de Facebook para que puedas acceder a todos los archivos y materiales que hay en el grupo. Recuerden que no solamente encuentran estos materiales. Si se van a Files, van a poder encontrar todos mis PPTs. ¿Ok?
Yes, Carlos, if I don't have...
If you don't have a
Because
Facebook account.
Yeah, I have, a Facebook, but I don't remember the password.
Are you logging into your account? I mean, if you go to Facebook, are you on Facebook?
Yeah, I can open my Facebook, but...
Okay, let me share the link. Oh, maybe I shared the link through your cell phone or your WhatsApp group.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, I'll do it. Just give me a second.
Okay.
Yeah, give me a second. 1 second. Let me share the link para poder iniciar hoy con la segunda, porque ayer estuvimos practicando y poder dar feedback. A ver, yes. Allí les acabo de enviar el link para que descarguen. Ok, descarguen el primer archivo, el que dice speaking number 1, o todos los descargan. Ok.
Speaking phrases part 1, part 2,
Son
3 and 4, right?
3 and 4. Ahí está, todo para el writing, todo les he puesto allí. Ok, se ve mi pantalla, ¿cierto? También les he pasado este link a través de su chat de Zoom para que puedan acceder a la simulación. Es un Dialogue Trainer. Carlos, ¿cómo vamos a practicar? Tú puedes practicar en cualquier momento con un compañero. En este caso, cuando practiques en clase conmigo, yo te voy a dar expresiones, te voy a dar frases, así como estuvimos practicando el día de ayer. ¿Ok? El objetivo no es el siguiente. Por ejemplo, si yo te pregunto, Mary, te pregunto, where are you from? Tú obviamente me puedes decir, I am from Peru, but this is not the purpose. The purpose is maybe, well, I'm from Peru and I live in the south part of my country. My city is not only interesting, but also very hectic. You know, sometimes really difficult to go out of the market. If you would like to visit my city, I would be blah, blah, blah. Expresarte tanto como puedas, ¿ok? Ese es el objetivo. Aparecerá un timer en pantalla. ¿Les gustaría comenzar de una vez o les gustaría primero hacer un repaso de lo que hicimos ayer? What do you think, Mary and...
Yes. I
¿Está bien?
prefer maybe the second one. Maybe
A
we
review.
can. Yes, please.
A review.
Yes.
Okay, let me share my presentation. So, okay. Okay, set number 1. Vamos a empezar con, a ver, empezamos contigo, María. Okay, María, I have a question. Where do you come from? Expresa tanto como puedas. Where do you come from?
Okay. So I come from Tolima, and and I live in a beautiful city around the beach, and I live near to the different supermarkets. And there are a lot of parks too, and it has amazing malls near to my house.
Near to my house. Okay, thank you so much. Let's check your answer. I come from Tolima. In English, we never say to, we say I come from or I am from, okay? I am from Lima, I come from Lima. And I live in a beautiful city around the beach. What do you mean when you say around the beach? Alrededor de la playa, right?
Yes.
Yeah, but when you say, okay, maybe this, okay, cool. I live near to the different supermarkets. There are a lot of parks. No te comas los plurales. There are a lot of parks too, and it has an amazing mall near to my house. And your answer, it's okay. It's okay, but you need to show off. You need to show off your English. Show off significa alardear, presumir. You need to show off your English. ¿Cómo podríamos mejorar esto? You can say, for example, I come from Lima and I live in a beautiful city. And in the past, Mary, did you live in another place or just in Lima?
Yes, in Cajamarca.
Okay, so you can say, for example, I left in Cajamarca, but now or you say, but now I have lived in Lima I live in Cajamarca, but I have lived in Lima and then you say maybe 15 years, I don't know, 15 years now?
Yes,
15
exactly,
years?
15.
Okay, that's so cool. So, digo, viví en Cajamarca porque ahora ya no vivo. ¿Se acuerdan la clase que vimos? I live in Cajamarca, but I have lived in Lima for 15 years. It means that I live in the past, and now I am living in Lima. You see? So you need to do this to get extra points para tener más puntos o para practicar. Now I live in Cajamarca, but I live in Lima for 15 years. You can also remember, this sentence focuses on, ¿en qué se enfoca? En duration or completion. ¿En qué se enfoca? ¿En duración o completición?
Duration.
Duration. So remember that this sentence is okay. But when you focus on duration, you can say, I have been living in Lima for 15 years because it focuses on duration. So you say, well, I come from Lima. You know, I live in Cajamarca, but I have been living in Lima for 15 years. Ah, that's totally different. Then you have, and in a beautiful city around the beach, I live near to different supermarkets, and there are a lot of parks too, and it has an amazing mall near to my house. remember that, for example, you say, and the food is tasty and delicious, right? The food is tasty and delicious. This sentence means the food is tasty and the food is delicious. So you can say the food is not only tasty, but also delicious. You get it? Did you understand? Delicious.
Yes.
So you can say, for example, I live in Cajamarca and I've lived in Lima for 15 years. My city is not only beautiful, but also hectic. Hectic is a great adjective. Es un adjetivo avanzado. Hectic. Muy ajetreado. Ajetreado. For example, Gamarra in Lima is hectic. Gamarra es hectic. ¿Qué significa hectic? Vas caminando, vendedores. Vas por aquí, tráfico. Vas por aquí, people walking down the streets. A lot of stores open. People selling products on the street. You see? This is hectic. Did you understand? Pretty
Yes.
good.
Can you write, excuse me, the word that you mentioned?
You cannot see the word.
No. Can you write maybe the word that you mentioned about hectic? Like
Yeah, it's here, hectic.
Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Don't worry. Don't worry. Hectic. Hectic. Any questions, Mary and Maria? Mary, María, ¿alguna pregunta, duda que tengan? ¿Algo que no quedó claro? ¿Desean que explique por qué pongo I've been living or I left? Pregúntenme. No questions?
The first one is in past, right? Because the action finished. I lived in Cajamarca.
Yeah, now you're not living. Yes, of course.
Yes,
that is the reason.
exactly.
And then you have the present perfect. But remember that you can also use the present perfect progressive because it focuses on duration. And it's like more beautiful.
Both are correct, right, Carlos?
Which one?
Both are correct.
Both are correct.
Yes.
Both are correct. But this one is like more beautiful. In grammar, it's more beautiful. Yes. Oh, grammatically. Okay, so next question. You have an example here. I'm from Peru and I've been living there for 20 years now. Originally, I come from Ica, a small resort town in the south of Peru. This is an example. Mary, can you hear me? ¿Me escuchas, Mary? Mary?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, Mary, te toca a ti. Where do you come from?
Where I come from Peru.
I come from Peru. Continue, please. I live.
South of Lima.
I live in Surco. What else? Continue.
I love my city because there are many malls, large and beautiful parks.
Okay, muy bien, beautiful parks.
But I
left
in
but I left. Oh, in Piura. Continue.
I have been living in Lima for 20 years.
For 20 years. Okay, excelente, Mary. I come from Peru. I live in Surco. I love my city because there are many malls and large and beautiful parks, but I live in Piura. I have been living in Lima for 20 years. Me pareció muy buena respuesta, Mary. Excelente respuesta. Voy a darte algunos tips, okay? Just some pieces of advice. Me gustó tu respuesta, nada que ahí. Primero, vamos a hacer aquí una pequeña aclaración. Este many. El many está correcto. Sí, el many for countable noun está correcto. But, en los libros de Cambridge, there is like a note. Just read between the lines. For example, Mira, tú llegas in COVID. Do you remember in the pandemic when the pandemic started out? Of course. You say, hey, go to a restaurant. When you go to a restaurant, you see, "Ah, hay muchas personas. No quiero comer acá." Ese, hay muchas personas. I don't want to eat here. ¿Es positivo o negativo el mensaje? Mira. Hay muchas personas. No, no quiero comer aquí. Ese es
Negativo.
negativo. Ok. Entonces yo diría, wow, no, I don't want to eat there. There are many people here. I don't want to eat in this place. You see? You see? Ahora. Es tu fiesta. Te hicieron una fiesta sorpresa. ¿Llegas? ¡Wow! Hay muchas personas. ¡Wow! Hay muchas personas. ¿Tiene un significado bueno o malo para ti? Good or bad?
Positivo, bueno.
Positivo. Es preferible usar un there are a lot
Oh.
of people. Profesor, pero a mí me han enseñado que el main no tiene nada. Exacto. En la vida real tenemos este concepto de que many me da una idea negativa y el a lot of for positive meaning. You see?
Oh, yeah. De acuerdo al
Okay.
contexto.
Exactamente. Entonces, para ti, que haya muchos, yo sé que hay muchos malls, ¿es bueno o malo para ti?
Me encanta.
Entonces, tú dirías, there are a lot of malls. Y yo entiendo, a ella le gusta que haya muchos malls, por ejemplo. You see?
Yes, teacher.
Ok, otro pequeño consejo. Yes, este es because. Un because, tú puedes decir tu because, no problem. But you can say basically because, para que suene un poquito más natural, basically because or un probably because. Si no estás tan segura, well, probably because. Y cuando sí lo estás, basically because. Si te quieres lucir un poco más, cámbiame tu because por un since, que significa ya que. Did you understand Mary and Maria?
Yes, Carlos.
Oh, that's
Yes,
great.
teacher.
That's great. ¿Copiaron? You finish? Sure. Okay. Next question. Ahora nos vamos con Maria. And Maria, you told me that now you are living in, well, now you live in Lima and you have been living here for 15 years. What do you do there in Lima? What do you do there?
So I've started to work as a teacher again because when I lived in Cajamarca, I didn't do that because I had a big market like this, big shop where I sell different products related to the kitchen. But actually, of course, and I am an English teacher again, but I've been worked as a teacher 8 years.
Okay. Okay, cool. Cool. A ver, es lo que he podido escribir. Buen uso del actually. Te escuché un actually. Un actually es más uno. An actually is an extra point because actually nobody uses actually when they speak in English. Okay, the first one. I started, worked. ¿Qué quisiste decir, María? What do you want to say? What do you mean? ¿Comencé a trabajar? Sure.
Yes.
And you can say, I started to work or started working. There is not different in meaning. There isn't a different. It's the same. It's the same, no difference. So you say, I started working as a teacher. Again, you say again, because when I left in Cajamarca, what happened? I didn't do that. You can also say, because when I live in Cajamarca, I couldn't, no podías, I couldn't I couldn't, solamente con el I couldn't ya reemplazas todo. Because I had a big market where I sell, where I used to remember that when you are not doing an action anymore because that was in the past, you use used to. So, well, I used to sell products, different products related to the kitchen. Related to the kitchen is okay. Related to the kitchen. But for example, this grammar, focus on this. This grammar has to do with present simple. Lo que te digo, cuando algo has o have to do with something, significa tiene que ver con, en lugar related to the kitchen, algo más avanzado, has to do with, tiene que ver. Te digo, ¿de qué trata eso? That or those have to do with something. Tiene que ver esto. La gramática, grammar has to do with the language. Have to do with. ¿Se entendió el uso del have to do? Tiene que ver con. Did you understand?
Yes, Carlos.
And here, don't forget, I have been working as a teacher for 8 years. If you say 8 years, but you don't say 4, it's not okay. It sounds weird. Okay? Thank you. Thank you so much. This is your feedback. Continue. Mary, you told me that you live in Surco, in Lima, that there are a lot of malls near to your house. And what do you do there, Mary? Do you work? Maybe you study? What do you do?
I live in Lima with my family. I work as an accountant in financial institution. I have been there for more than 10 years. I study at Ricardo Palma University. So.
That's all? Okay, what do you do there? Oh, 1 second, please. 1 second. Okay. You told me that you work as an accountant in a financial institution and living for more than 10 years. That's great. Your answer, it's okay. Me gustó. But accounting, you can say accountant. Contador, contadora. Is that true? Yes. And what else? In a financial institution.
Yes.
In a financial institution, I have been working, muy bien, working for more than 10 years. For more than 10 years. Mary, tu respuesta está, no hay nothing to say. Nada que decir. A menos que una expresión. Puedes decir, it just so happens. It just so happens that. ¿Se acuerdan esta expresión? It just so happens that. Por ejemplo, hey, what are you gonna do tomorrow? ¿Qué vas a hacer mañana? It just so happens that I have a party. Da la casualidad que tengo una fiesta. You see? What do you do there? Oh, it just so happens that I work as an English teacher like you. It just so happens that I work as an accountant in a financial company and whatever. Okay, Mary?
Okay, teacher.
And how do you say? Ustedes no preguntan, oye, ¿de casualidad no tienes un lapicero? How do you say in English that expression?
If you so happens that.
Do you happen to have a pen? Exacto. Hey, do you happen to have a pen? De casualidad, ¿tienes un lapicero? Do you happen to? ¿Cómo dirías? ¿Viste a María de casualidad? ¿No viste a María? Did
Did you
you,
happen to see
Mary?
Mary?
Ajá. Did you happen to see Mary? Did you understand, right? Ok, a continuación vamos a empezar. De esto es lo que se trata. Ustedes van a responder tanto como puedan y yo les voy a dar su feedback, ok. En la pantalla les aparecerá algunas expresiones, si quieren las usan, si quieren no. Las expresiones las he escrito en 4 PDFs, así que todos los días revisa, ¿ok? Según la lingüística, para poder acordarte una palabra, tienes que haberla dicho como mínimo 20 veces. Si no la
Wow.
dices 20 veces, no te la vas a aprender. Es por eso que aprendemos con contexto. Yo les sugiero que se vean la clase de ayer, porque ayer les expliqué como 15 expresiones que no vas a encontrar en el diccionario, como por ejemplo, no sé, on the whole, que es muy difícil de entender, pero expliqué que era después de tomar todo lo bueno y todo lo malo, me quedo con esto, on the whole. Chequen esa clase. A continuación, María, tú vas a ser A y Mary, tú vas a ser B, ¿ok? En la parte inferior van a ver letras como A y B. Si aparece A, habla A. Si aparece B, habla B. Y si aparece A y B, ambas. Recuerden que hay un timer al lado derecho. Tienes que hablar todo lo que puedas durante el tiempo que te salga. Si no tienes que decir, improvisas. Well, you know. Ok, con lo que sea. Let's begin. Comencemos. Si aparece A y B, hablas rápido y te turnas con tu compañero. Let's go. ¿Se escucha? Is that true?
Yes.
Yes.
Empecemos. Atentas.
Good morning. My name is Becca, and this is my colleague Charles. And your names are?
Hello, Mary. How is it going?
Thank you.
Incorrect. Empiezan así. Hi. Este es como un examen internacional. Recuerden, tú dices, my name is Mary, my name is Carlos. Se presentan las dos. Ok. María and Mary. Ok. 3, 2, 1, go.
Good morning. My name is Becca, and this is my colleague Charles. And your names are?
Hello, my name is Jeanette.
My name is Emerita.
Thank you. First of all, we'd like to know something about you. Candidate A, where are you from?
So I'm from Lima. It's a pleasure to see you. And I live in an incredible city. And of course, it has a delicious food. Up.
And what do you do there?
So I'm an English teacher, and actually I teach to high school and in some cases to an adult.
Thank you. Candidate B, how long have you been studying English?
I learn English because I would like to travel.
And what do you enjoy most about studying English?
I don't understand, teacher. I have studied English for more 1 year.
Okay, for more 1 year. And the next question, what do you enjoy most about learning English? What do you enjoy most about learning English?
I am learning English.
Enjoy, disfrutar. ¿Qué disfrutas más de aprender inglés? What do you enjoy most about learning English?
Ay, todo, adoro.
A lot of?
I love learning English because it's new thing.
Ajá.
New thing. I love, me encanta aprender cosas.
Candidate
Okay.
A, what objectives do you have for the future?
A, what objectives do you have for the future?
Yes, so I have different objectives, but the first one is to travel around or to travel to Paris. And it might sound silly, but I've always wanted to travel or to know the different cultures from the different countries.
Candidate B, do you
B.
prefer team sports or individual sports?
Mary, do you prefer team sports, individual sports? Candidate B.
I don't like
Mhm.
I don't like sports in individual.
Mhm.
Not don't like groups. I prefer individual.
Okay.
Thank you. In this part of the test, I'm going to
Okay, we're gonna stop the first part. Como han visto, as you can see here, hemos hecho la primera parte, feedback in this part of the exam. Remember, parece difícil, pero esto es parte del examen internacional de Cambridge y han contestado de manera adecuada, han contestado el tiempo suficiente.
I don't answer. Listening
Yes,
is no lo
listen,
entiendo, teacher,
of
pero
course.
si
No, pero
lo leo bien, pero cuando escucho no sé, tengo ese problema, creo.
ok, entonces tendríamos que mejorar listening. Voy a ver si pasemos un taller de listening la próxima semana. Ok.
Uy, sería excelente.
A la mayoría exactamente. Recuerden, a ver, yes. Recuerden que habíamos hecho el taller de pronunciación porque con el taller de pronunciación podíamos entender más los listening. Por ejemplo, si yo te decía, she wants her, she wants her to be healthy. A ver, ¿qué he dicho? She wants her to be healthy. She wants her to be healthy. ¿Qué dije? She wants her to be healthy. ¿Qué dije? Mira,
Ella quiere,
aquella quiere. She wants her to be healthy.
ella quiere estar saludable.
She wants her to be healthy. She wants her to be healthy. She wants her to be healthy. Lo que he dicho es esto. ¿Te diste cuenta que no me pudiste entender? ¿Por qué no me entendiste? Porque no hemos terminado el curso de pronunciación. Yo les dije primero que elimino las H's. Ahora, ¿cómo queda? One third. One third. Pero una R, una T y un sonido de vocal se eliminaba la T. Por eso se junta she wants her a. Este B es una content word y se pronuncia fuerte. She wants her to be healthy. She wants her to be healthy. She wants her to be healthy. ¿Te diste cuenta que para poder entender es necesario que pronuncies bien, sí o no? Es por eso que la gente que estudia 3 años dice, ay, voy 3 años estudiando y no entiendo. Es porque no practicas pronunciación. Entonces, el día lunes vamos a hacer media hora de estos juegos. Para el día, en la siguiente media hora, listening. ¿Ok, Mary? Ok, María.
Teacher, thank you.
Perfect. Voy a compartirle algunos de sus feedbacks que ahorita escuché. Por ejemplo, he notado que ustedes me usan mucho I prefer. I prefer. Recuerda que dices I prefer, for example, I prefer to play soccer. But also you can say I prefer playing. I prefer to play soccer. I prefer playing soccer. Both are okay. Ambas están correctos. No hay diferencia. Prefiero jugar fútbol. Prefiero jugar fútbol. I prefer to play in groups. I prefer to play alone. You got it? Prefer to o prefer con ing. There isn't any difference here. Correcto. Ahora lo vamos a llevar un poquito más al otro nivel. Voy a decir I'd rather play soccer. I'd rather no, I rather play soccer. Se traduce como preferiría jugar fútbol. I rather play soccer. Preferiría. Quiero que notes que no uso preposition. Va de frente. I rather play soccer. Did you understand? Ahora lo quiero llevar al nivel más avanzado que hay. voy a decir, I'd sooner play soccer. I'd sooner is similar to rather, but more difficult. El sooner es igualito que el rather, solamente que lo diría una persona nativa, ¿no? Porque es una palabra difícil, sooner. ¿Se entendió? El I'd sooner, I'd rather, I prefer to, I prefer playing. Did you understand? Sure?
Yes, Carlos, yes.
Amazing. Esta es la primera parte. I prefer, I sooner. ¿Qué más? Ustedes, quiero que inicien con expresiones como, por ejemplo, focus on this. El día de ayer aprendimos una expresión, hoy es la segunda, que es, well, the first idea that pops into my head. ¿Qué significa the first idea that pops into my head? Lo primero que se me
Me
viene
viene
a la
a la cabeza.
mente es, o a la cabeza es. También vimos the first thing or idea that springs my mind. La primera cosa que se me viene a la cabeza is springs my mind. Okay? Or what strikes me about this question is lo que más me llama la atención de esta pregunta. Te pregunto, hey, you know, being a teacher is very easy. You can be a teacher just if you want. And then I say, what strikes me about the question is the fact that, puedes agregarle the fact that, el hecho que, a todo. El hecho que, that's not true. ¿Se entendió? Lo que más me llama la atención de la pregunta es el hecho que. Y expresas lo que tú quieras. Did you understand? Did you understand?
Yes, teacher.
That's so cool.
Yes.
The first idea that pops into my head, the first thing that springs my mind is what strikes me about this question. Yes. And that would be all. And that would be all. Next one. Then you need to include idioms. Ninguna me ha usado ningún idioma desde que iniciamos la clase. Tampoco me han usado phrasal verbs. Recuerden nuestras lecciones de verbos frasales y de idioms. ¿Ok? Un idiom que pueden usar, por ejemplo, es like this. You know, it's not rocket science. ¿Qué significa it's not rocket science? Like, it's not very difficult. It's not very difficult. For example, well, learning English, you know, it's not rocket science. If you practice, you can master your English. Did you understand? It's not rocket science. Okay?
Or
You got
maybe
it
it means that it is not difficult.
Yeah, it is not difficult. It is not difficult. It's not rocket science. It's an idiom. It's an idiom. Or, a ver, practiquemos con idioms. Acá tengo una diapositiva. Todavía tenemos tiempo. 1 second. Del siguiente desafío. Where is it? Icebreaker. Tun, tun, tun. Junior. Okay. This one. Children. I'm sorry, guys. I lost the presentation. Just give me a minute. I don't know what's going on here. This is no, this is not the presentation. This could be Junior. I hope. Yes, I found it. Okay, let me share the screen. Can you see my screen? Se ve mi pantalla, ¿cierto? Is that true?
Yes.
Let's go. Ok, sabemos que eres un experto traduciendo, así que, por ejemplo, en inglés, nosotros en peruano decimos, oye, no te hagas el loco, ¿cierto? No te hagas el loco. En inglés ese no te hagas el loco diríamos como que don't play. Don't lie down. Esto vendría a ser el no te hagas el loco. ¿Ok? O vamos a darle vuelta a la tortilla, ¿no? To turn the tables. Esas son expresiones. Continuemos. So please, let me read this part. How many cups of coffee do you drink a day? Well, it depends. On a Monday, I can drink up to 7 cups, especially if I've been partying hard at the weekend. Goodness gracious. Well, I'm afraid you have to give it up while you take this medicine. But it's not a good idea to quit cold turkey because you might get some strong headaches. Here you are. ¿Cómo podrían traducir dejar el pavo frío en English? Any ideas? Dejar el pavo frío. ¿No?
The cold turkey, like this.
Yes, ¿qué crees que significa dejar el pavo frío? To quit cold turkey. Digo, oye, no dejes eso pavo frío. Let's see. Cuando tú dejas algo pavo frío, quiere decir que lo dejas de golpe, lo dejas de la nada. Mayormente usamos esta expresión para dejar malos hábitos o terminar un trabajo, una relación, lo que sea. Please, Mary, lee la oración número 1. Mary.
It's very hard to quit smoking cold turkey.
Tradúcelo.
Es muy duro.
Es muy
dejar de
difícil,
fumar.
es muy difícil dejar
De fumar.
de fumar, ¿qué cosa?
De un solo acto. O sea,
No,
ahorita.
de golpe, o sí, de
golpe.
golpe, de golpe. Oye, no puedo dejar esto de golpe. So, it's very hard to quit smoking cold turkey. ¿te diste cuenta? To quit algo cold turkey. Dejas algo pavo frío. Next example, I'm giving up alcohol. I've decided to go cold turkey. He decidido dejar el alcohol e irme de una vez, de golpe. Ok, ahorita terminamos con esta última expresión. ¿Se entendió, Mary?
Yes.
Yes. ¿Tienes alguna consulta? Do you have any questions? ¿Algo que desees? Nos quedan exactamente 1 minuto. ¿Alguna duda que tengas? ¿Alguna inquietud que me puedas preguntar? El día de mañana les estaré enviando su examen de toda la semana.
Oh.
Dime. No questions.
Oh. Okay, it's okay.
Ok, recuerda que la clase anterior estuvimos viendo expresiones y la anterior de esa estuvimos haciendo el repaso de todos los pasados. El día
Voy
de
a
mañana.
revisarlo, teacher.
Sí, el día de mañana voy a habilitar su primera evaluación de toda la semana que hemos visto. Cada 7 clases tenemos examen. Creo que mañana es su clase número... no, las 5. El martes tendría que ser. Chécate todo eso. ¿Ok?
Okay.
So that would be all.
Thank you, teacher.
Bye-bye. Take care. Have a nice...
Bye.
Bye-bye. Take care.